The nightmare waiting in the division isn't built on a single punch or a highlight reel knockout. It's built on pressure, endless, suffocating pressure, the kind that breaks fighters mentally before it breaks them physically. And that's exactly why the rise of Brandon Figueroa has so many champions watching their backs. While the boxing world continues to marvel at the dominance of Naoya Inoue, there is another force quietly building momentum, a relentless storm of punches known as the Heartbreaker. One of the first moments that revealed just how dangerous Figueroa could be came when he stepped into the ring with Luis Nery. Nery wasn't just another opponent. He was a feared knockout artist with 28 stoppages and an undefeated record, holding the WBC Super Bantamweight title. Many expected the Mexican champion to impose his power and experience on the younger challenger, but what unfolded inside the ring told a very different story. The opening round was tense and aggressive. Nery pushed the pace early and even forced Figueroa to the canvas in the closing seconds, a moment that might have shaken many fighters. But if anything, it ignited something inside Brandon. When the second round began, the tone changed instantly. Figueroa surged forward with relentless intent, digging hooks to the body and firing uppercuts at close range. His style was chaotic yet calculated, a constant flood of punches that never allowed his opponent to settle. Round by round, the pressure began to mount. Figueroa didn't rely on a single power shot. Instead, he drowned Nery in volume. Body shots thudded against ribs, hooks snapped against the head, and uppercuts slipped through the guard. By the middle rounds, the momentum had clearly shifted. Nery was still dangerous, still swinging back, but every exchange seemed to favor the younger fighter, who simply refused to slow down. Then came the moment that changed everything. In the seventh round, after more than 1,000 punches had already been thrown, Figueroa delivered a brutal shot to the body. It landed perfectly on the liver. Nery collapsed instantly, unable to beat the count. Just like that, Brandon Figueroa had captured the WBC Super Bantamweight title and shattered an undefeated champion's record. The victory launched him into an even bigger showdown. On November 27, 2021, inside the roaring atmosphere of the MGM Arena, Figueroa faced another undefeated champion, Stephen Fulton. This wasn't just a fight, it was a battle to determine the best fighter in the entire division, with both the WBC and WBO titles on the line. From the opening bell, it was clear that this would be a war. Fulton fought with precision and timing, landing sharp counters whenever Figueroa charged forward, but Brandon's style never changed. He kept marching ahead, absorbing punches, biting down on his mouthpiece, and firing back with overwhelming combinations. Round after round, the fight turned into a brutal exchange of wills. Fulton used slick movement and accurate counters, while Brandon attacked the body relentlessly and tried to trap his opponent along the ropes. There were moments when Fulton's clean punches appeared to shift the momentum, yet every time it seemed like he might pull away, Figueroa surged back with a furious barrage. By the championship rounds, the pace was exhausting to watch. Both men were battered, both refusing to give ground. In the 10th round, Figueroa unleashed one of his most aggressive attacks, hammering Fulton with combinations and pushing him to the brink. The bell saved him, but the damage had already been done. When the final round ended, the arena buzzed with tension. The judges ultimately awarded the decision to Fulton, crowning him the unified champion. But the reaction inside the building told a different story. Many believed Figueroa's relentless aggression had done enough to win. Brandon himself left the ring convinced the decision had been taken from him. Instead of slowing down, the setback only fueled him further. Soon after, Figueroa returned to face another dangerous contender, Carlos Castro. Both men entered the fight hungry to prove themselves, but it didn't take long for Figueroa's trademark pressure to take control. From the opening rounds, he poured forward with a relentless barrage, switching stances, firing combinations, and forcing Castro into uncomfortable exchanges. By the third round, the storm finally broke. A crushing combination sent Castro crashing to the canvas. He managed to beat the count, but the punishment didn't stop. Figueroa continued attacking with uppercuts, hooks, and body shots until the referee stepped in and waved the fight off. But perhaps one of the clearest glimpses of Figueroa's destructive potential came earlier in his career against veteran Oscar Escandón. Escandón entered the fight with far more experience, but youth and ferocity quickly proved to be the difference. The match turned into a brutal inside battle, both fighters trading punches in tight quarters. Then, late in the fight, Figueroa unleashed a sudden combination that ended everything instantly. Escandón collapsed to the canvas, knocked out cold, as the crowd erupted. Years later, another name would be added to the growing list of victims, Jote Gonzalez. Gonzalez started strong and even appeared to outwork Figueroa in several early rounds. Yet as the fight continued, the same familiar pattern emerged. Brandon kept pushing forward, throwing more punches, applying more pressure, forcing his opponent to fight at a pace few could survive. By the time the final bell rang, the judges awarded the decision to Figueroa, giving him another victory and pushing his record to new heights. And that is what makes Brandon Figueroa so dangerous. He doesn't rely on one perfect punch. He doesn't wait for a highlight moment. He breaks fighters down slowly, relentlessly, round after round, until their bodies simply can't keep going. Which brings us back to the looming possibility everyone is starting to talk about. If Naoya Inoue continues his climb through the weight classes, he may eventually find himself standing across the ring from this relentless machine. And if that day comes, the fight won't look like the highlight reels fans are used to seeing. Because against Brandon Figueroa, survival might be the real challenge. If you enjoyed this breakdown and want more deep dives into the most dangerous fighters in boxing, let us know in the comments. Do you think Brandon Figueroa's relentless pressure could actually trouble Naoya Inoue? Or would the monster prove once again why he's one of the most feared champions in the sport? Drop your predictions below, and don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss the next boxing story.